efficient. I think I've earned a higher reward than that. 375, and it's all I have. Nice. You're welcome. You're welcome. Perfect. Perfect. Now, I don't know if us bringing that stuff back to Erebeth will do anything. The letter that we got from Neva. I don't know if that'll add up to anything or not. Sturge. Oh, this is one of the guys.
Ah, worthy opponent. Greetings. I am Sturge, the baby killer. Recently escaped from hard time in Waterdeep. My 4 fellow prisoners and I are now among the most wanted criminals along the Sword Coast.
The one that escaped the criminals with a huge bounty on his head. You are correct, my friend. I'm one of the only living beings to have escaped Waterdeep's most secure prison, but before you do anything rash, please hear me out. Why should I listen, gnome? My good boy, I have reason for everything. After all, it isn't my death you want, but rather proof of my death. If you had to read the bounties closely, friend, you'd know you only need a tattooed ear as proof. If you'd spare my life and listen to what I have to say, I'd be willing to cut my ear from my head and give it to you as proof. If that were not enough, I'd also be willing to tell you where to find some of my companions. They are as guilty as I, and are worth the same reward. Come now and listen. Not a fan of the fact that he said baby killer. Just to let you know, I wouldn't start the conversation with that if you're trying to get someone to spare your life. Surely you have thought there was more than that, or more than this. 5 inmates escaping Waterdeep's most inescapable prison. Aren't you curious how we did it? How'd you get out? I was about to tell you. Glad to see that flicker of impatience in the air between your ears. I found myself in prison rather unfortunately. I wanted to get out so I can go back to doing what I do best. I realized escaping Waterdevian prison was said to be impossible, so I knew I need help achieving the impossible. So you went to the other inmates. Yes, indeed. Aren't we a quick study? Someone woke up refreshed this day. So, yes, I worked out a relationship with Zora, Delilah, Wyvern, and Yesgar. I think Yesgar is the only one I haven't seen yet. I knew that they would all be interested in escaping, and unlike the others, I had the talent to do so. What kind of talent? The kind that works together. Zor was a big brute, could pull down gates and smash through doors. Delilah's poisons helped me incapacitate many of the guards within the prison, and Wyvern was able to call the animals to further our escape. Use them to deliver messages, create distractions, and even help us shake off the guards from our trail. It's very exciting. And what did you contribute? Me? Well, I helped to put it all together. Mine were brains that put the plan together and got us all working in unison. Me and Yesgar, but he's just a figurehead. There to inspire loyalty. Your escape hasn't been a success yet. Oh, but it has. No one has ever escaped from that prison. We were the first. We made it out the door. We can get caught now after the fact, but it doesn't change anything. We escaped. So now what? Now we play a game. You beat me at it, and I cut off my ear and give it to you. Because that's all you really want, isn't it? The bounty you'll get for my ear? The game we play is the oldest game of all. I give you my word. I give you a word, and you respond to it with another word that can defeat the original without being its opposite. If you win, I'll tell you where Delilah is and give you my valuable ear. If not, we'll settle this with blades. Yeah, you know what? Honestly. I like how his wisdom is decreased. Yeah, you're one of the few I'm happy killing. I'll take care of this real quick. Not a fan of that. That's not... I wouldn't have used that as your defense. You seem all but too proud of it too, so... It's fine. Think we just... Like I said, I think we just have Yesgar left. Remains elusive. Did we ever see Yesgar? Mm-hmm. Expected this. Chest out in the middle of nowhere. I think not. All right. A full wagon. Don't mind if I do. Talk to the old man in a minute, I guess.
It is done.
Huh? Oh, it's because we were in combat. I was like, how did that happen?
It is done.
There we go. That's 40 of those now. We'll probably sell a couple of them. If I... probably sell just a couple of them. We'll talk to you in a minute, man. Leads even deeper into the forest.
Hello.
Could I ask you some questions? Anything interesting about these parts? Do you have a job? I'm cheering on my boy Eric. I'm not sure what I can do. Seems old deal last is broke in his heart, just like I said. Locked himself in his room to think. He says I'm getting a little tired of doing his chores in the meantime. Okay. Accidentally opened up console command. Alright, son.
Taste my savage fury! It is done.
I was gonna say let's hold off on breaking the thing down, but...
I shall do as you ask.
Step behind me. Follow, my friend.
I shall do as you ask.
Just... let's not break people's property anymore, alright? Eric!
Hi there.
What do you think you're doing barging into a man's room like that? The door was locked for a reason. Who are you? I'm Eric, Ingo's son. Now, that's as polite as I'm going to be until you tell me why you broke into my room. Father told me you could use some cheering up. Should have known Dad sent you. He's always worried about me. Whatever your reason for being here, you can turn around and leave unless you have something important you want. Looking for work, if you know of any. Could sure use a favor right now, and maybe you're the man who can help. Interested in details? Tell me about this favor. My pa might have told you that I've been feeling a little down lately. Well, he doesn't know the half of it. Sure, I'm a little heartbroken, but it's that T's Constance. Oh, deal. She knows she has me wrapped around her little finger, so all she does is toy with me. I'm such a fool. She wanted to see me ma's brooch, so I brought it over for her. Now the witch won't give it back. Forget my stupid heart. If I don't get that brooch back, Pa will have my hide instead. Okay, can't you just buy the brooch from her? You don't know Constance. I don't know if anyone does. It's not money she's after. She wants to see me beg. Well, I won't do it. See, she has to learn that people's hearts aren't just toys to be played with. Please, I'll give you a reward for the brooch, I promise. Okay. Takes to get me ma's brooch back. Alright, well, we already know where she is. Go have a little chat with her real quick. All the way on the other side of town. Oh, Constance, I have another conversation to have with you. I'm very close to leveling up. move. What am I doing? No, I have to go this way. Got all turned around from the mini-map for some reason. Alright, let's go have a chat. Let's go see what she wants. I might be able to just pay her for it, to be honest.
Well, hello there.
I want to speak with you about Eric's brooch. He told you about that, huh? Well, I tried to get him to leave me alone, but he persisted. I told him there was never going to be a relationship between us, but he wouldn't listen. I was going to give it back to him if he promised to leave me alone, but now I need it. The gold I can get for selling it might help Pa replace the cows killed by the wolves. Be reasonable. Ingo treasures that brooch because it reminds him of his wife. That may be so, but it will also fetch a fine price in Port Lass, enough to buy a couple head of cattle to replace those killed by the wolves of late. But for a peasant's brooch, you'll have my undying love. No. Money, as that else means to you. Look, my ma and pa were best friends before she passed on. If she would have known we were struggling, she would have been happy to give it. Maybe I can buy it off of you. Really? Okay. 1,000 gold? God, what do you think? I'm made of money? How about 250? Couldn't get it for 1,000, but sure I can get 400. Okay, 400. Deal. Give me a second. I have the brooch in my pocket. Here it is, and I hope that fool Eric has learned not to give you his heart so freely. Now, is there anything else I can do for you? Nope, that's it. Yes, yes, be on your way.
I greet you.
God, $1,000 for this brooch. She think I'm just rich or something? The reason why I'm rich is because I don't spend my money. I just persuade everybody to give me more. And it adds up. I wonder how many thousands I've actually been able to acquire by persuading people to give me a little bit more money every time. I wonder. I wonder. Because it's worked the majority of time, so. And I probably need to tell Eric that he needs to leave her alone from the sound of it.
Hi there.
It was a search. Have you recovered the brooch? Is there anything else I can do for you? I have the brooch. Did you ever manage to convince her? Actually, never mind. I probably don't want to know. Now you mentioned that reward. Of course, the reward here is 500 gold pieces. She wasn't easy to convince, you know. Could spare a little more. Yes, another 100. So I made $200. But now I must take my leave. Me pa was getting worried I'd never run those errands for him. Alright, that's not the door, but anyways. Alright. So Yezgar is the only one I think we're missing. He must be really close then. He must be in Port Last. It's the only place I can think of. Okay. We have 2 tomes that we have to get in there. And that's pretty much it. See what there is to do in Charwood, but I think we're almost done with pretty much all the quests here. Into Charwood we go. Oh, this place looks like it sucks. This is Charwood? What are the sounds of the undead out here? Alright, boys. Dang it. I keep on forgetting about this, man. Let's do mag missile, and I think a level 5 one? Yeah. You know, it might be a lot easier. Don't I have a necklace Now I have a belt. I need to start changing out the belt instead of the helmet. Because the belt gives me +2 to persuade and an additional 2 points for the charisma thing. This is just a plus... No, it's a +3. Why does it always have to be so complicated? End game, I'm just gonna have buffs to put all the way out to like here. Like there's no way around it. I'm just gonna have way too many of them. It's gonna cover half the top of my screen. Should be a good time though. Wish there were things that I could do with this, and it wasn't like a melee weapon kind of deal. But I guess if it ever looks like we need to prepare to like do a bunch of AoE stuff, I could always swap to it and swap back to my crossbow. All right, boys. Let's head off into Charwood, I guess. Oh yeah. Yeah, these guys have concealment on them. Not even worth it. Let's go, boys. Let's go. There we go. Spooky swamp it is, isn't it? It's like, yo, this place sucks. I guess there's another guy out here too somewhere, so. Ah, skeleton warrior. Let me cast this real quick. Just, you know, get all the places open. I saw that. Old scroll, huh? This weathered scroll is severely time-worn and covered with almost indecipherable runes. There is a handwritten translation across the bottom showing this to be some manner of religious text written by Ateriese priest. Parts of the translation, particular notes, and lands of Nether will one day return to the destiny to which they were born. Its people shall rise up from the ancient graves and rule all those that have come after them. I was say I was trusting Gilded to not let me get hit there by something. Go and get these things. So I think there's like one guy in here somewhere. I don't even know what's out here, actually. I have no idea what's hiding out here. But I was not expecting the undead. Probably a cave or something somewhere. Huh? So that's the way across here. Okay, so there's like a little side cave in here. Nice little bridge up here with a corpse on it. Don't know how I feel about that. Skulls in the ground. Oh, I didn't notice, but I took a decrease in my levels. Let's go across the bridge to start. Probably going to be another skeleton that spawns up here. I'm going to have to cast Restoration probably pretty soon. That'll do. Shadow Fiend. Big pillar there, too. I think they're like debuffing stuff, too. Good job, guys. Good job. Corpse here. Explorer's Journal. Though this book has been severely damaged by exposure to the elements, large parts of it are surprisingly legible. Included in its pages are translations of the runic language used by the ancient Nethereese. Or Netherese. I don't even know how you say that. Mainder seems to be a personal journal of an unnamed explorer who had come to this region determined to find an ancient Netherese temple, which he referred to as the Ruin of Guratal. Decided to camp in the forest tonight, whatever has happened in Charwood. Something I certainly don't want to get involved in. The villagers there are frightening, and will be no help in my search for the temple. It's best I just avoid them entirely. Resting in the forest will not be much better, however. To think I scoffed at the tales when I was told of it being haunted. It is so eerily silent, yet I will not be deterred. The secret portal that leads into the ruins of Guratal must be in this area. I will find it. If I'm right, the treasure that will still be there will make these long months worthwhile. Acid damage, huh? The pillar is weathered with age and covered with moss and small vines. There's no telling how long it has been standing here. Of particular interest are the large runes that seem to cover most of the surface, and no language you recognize. With the help of the notes of the Explorer's Journal, you identify the runes of the ancient Nethereese and piece together a rough translation. The runes have been placed on depressions, 3 rows of 4 runes. Pressing 1 rune in each row results in 3 Nethereese phrase, the effect of which is unknown. Guratal. Shall return? Begins to hum. Nope.
I will overcome.
Okay. Nether shall rule. Okay. Nether shall rule. That's easy enough. Let's finish exploring this, though. Because I have a feeling that's going to open a portal somewhere. Or it's going to teleport us over there. We'll get back to there in just a minute. Yes! I've grown stronger!
Rage of the Red Tiger, unleash! The rage of the Red Tiger, unleash!
There we go. He'll break it open pretty soon. There we go. Another Tagget's Talon. I'll have to rest everybody up after this anyways. Hey, Insane Sniper Man, thank you for the follow. Holy cow, I'm late on that, my bad. I was like so engrossed in reading the the stuff. That was a couple minutes ago, my bad. Thank you for the follow, much appreciated. Level drain, so this isn't going to help us too much. Do have another point. Keep bumping our intelligence up. Hard to complain about an increased intelligence. Wait, hold on. Yeah, it was just 1 point, okay. I saw it move and I was like, wait, did I get 2 points? I didn't think so, but... Hey, what's going on, Lick? How you doing? Good morning. Oh, you good? Like I said, sorry about that. Much appreciated, though. Much appreciated. I'll do that for now. Okay, now what feat do we want? I don't know what feat we want, man. Greater Spell Pen? I think Greater Spell Pen. Brew Potion? Yeah, screw that noise. I'm not brewing a potion. Forgot to earlier, and by forgot, I mean fell asleep. It's all good. It's all good. Okay, now we have a couple more spells we can get. True Seeing. I don't know how many of this we need, actually. Firebrand. And that's kind of just like a good AoE situation. That seems pretty good. Acid Fog sucks because it hits our allies. Isaac's Greater Missile Storm. That also affects creatures that are hostile only, so... Undeath to Death. Take those. You're not really getting much better as a Panther, are you? I guess your sneak attack stuff is going up. You're just not getting any better, like, stat-wise. Get back out here. That's with the correct helmet on. Okay, so we have a level 5 spell. Let's put on Firebrand. We deal with a lot of stuff in here that's not exactly... I'm gonna sell this Rod of Terror. Level 6. I really like the idea of Chain Lightning. Some of our big AoEs can go down here, that's fine. Okay. Let's get these spells back, and then we'll head on in. Could also get a Greater Stone Skin. But, eh. Get the buffs out. Okay, and it was called Nether Shall Rise, right? Nether shall return. Rule. Nether shall rule. We got a little bit up north to check out still, but that's about it.